Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, everybody from Tokyo. I'm in my Airbnb here in Nogata, Nakano-ku, Nakano Prefecture, Nogata. I'm near Nogata Station, Seibu Shinjuku Line. It's a cute little place. It'll work. I'm here for 2 months. There have been some issues with the host. So the host is a agency. I'm not renting from an individual. And let's just say they're kind of officious. They have a few different properties that they rent in Tokyo. I think this whole building, maybe. Anyway, let me show you around and I'll tell you some of the issues. And then we're going to breakfast at Matsuya down the street. So I'll show you the neighborhood. So you come in and here's the laundry and bath area. Nice Japanese toilet, laundry, a washer, shower, bath, and sink. Pretty standard, but nice and spacious. I've definitely had some really small bathrooms in my travels. So it's nice to have a bathroom that has a little bit of room. Has a nice living area. It's nice that it has a table and like actual seating. It's also a sofa bed. And then a small kitchen area. I don't think I'm going to be doing any cooking here. I don't know. There's just a few pots and pans. I mean, there's enough to do some pasta or something, but I'm letting my bag dry in the sun because it got wet last night. Nice view. I'm on the 5th floor. You can see Shinjuku over there in the distance. It's a beautiful day today. Desk for me to do my video editing, which, as you know, I take a lot of time in editing, and then a really comfortable bedroom area. Now the issue is, I'm here for 2 months. There's no dresser. There's a space that would be perfect for a dresser, but there's nothing there. There's a closet, so I was able to hang some things up, but they also have a lot of stuff in the closet, extra bedding and all that kind of stuff, things for laundry. So I messaged them and I said, would it be possible to get like a little dresser or something? I would split the cost, or I would even pay for it if it's not that expensive. And they said, we're sorry, but we cannot put any more furniture in the room. So it pissed me off. Because first of all, I'm here for 2 months. So I'm going to be living out of a suitcase for 2 months. But also I've stayed in Airbnbs before. Or the place that I stayed in, Bari, I needed a knife. Sent somebody who came and went and bought a knife. I stayed in a place in Amsterdam. There were mosquitoes. Next day I had a mosquito net. I mean, Airbnb hosts are usually pretty accommodating, and they will do whatever they need to do to make a guest happy and comfortable. And definitely having a piece of furniture would be an enhancement to this space. It doesn't have to be major, just something small with a few drawers, even one of those plastic things, you know. I don't know, I might see if I could still buy something and then just try to get rid of it before I leave. They'll probably find out and charge me or something. They're a little weird. So after that incident, I then checked to see what my refund policy was. It wasn't clear if I could get a refund. I haven't paid yet for June. And it seemed to me that I could possibly get a refund if I cancel before June 1st. You know, actually I'm gonna write Airbnb and see what they say. So I wrote to them and I said, can you clarify the refund policy? And they said, sorry, you can't get a refund at this point. Well, I haven't paid yet, so I could cancel and just not pay. So they asked me why, and I told them because I don't have any place to keep my clothes. And also, nobody told me that it was the 5th floor with no elevator. So this is where they got really annoying. They said, well, you could tell by looking at the address. It's 501. The 01 means it's on the 5th floor. No, the 5 means it's on the 5th floor, idiot. So I was supposed to figure that out. And then I was also supposed to figure out that there was no elevator. And I said, okay, so it's on the 5th floor, but how am I supposed to know there's no elevator? You should say that clearly in your description, because what about people with disabilities, people with mobility issues? And I said, I'm not a young man. I had to carry that heavy suitcase up the stairs. So I'm going to show you the stairs when I leave. The stairs are ridiculous. It's like this very narrow stairway. And, you know, after a long trip, I mean, it was an 11-hour flight, plus, you know, the time getting to the airport and all that time getting from the airport to here. So I was probably traveling, you know, 15, 16 hours. I was tired and I'm old. So they were just kind of irritating. And I responded to them, and then they said something else, like, you know, it was in the building description. I don't know what building description they're talking about. I read through some of the reviews at that point, and most of the reviews were good, but a few people did mention that it was that there was no elevator, and some of the reviews were for other units in the building, which is why I think maybe they manage the whole building. All right. So anyway. I'm going to contact Airbnb and see what they say about a refund or just not paying for June and possibly move, because I just don't like these people. But it's a nice space. It's a nice area. I would like to be someplace a little bit more convenient. You know, for me to go to like Shinjuku, actually I could take a bus to Shinjuku and then take a train from there. It's not that bad. It's about 25-minute bus ride. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just gonna see. You know, don't mess with me, people. You don't know, I'm from New Jersey. We don't play that stupid little blame game that you're playing. Oh, you should have known that there was no elevator. Most Japanese buildings don't have elevators. Well, that's not true. So my friend Diane is staying in Nakano. It's a really nice area. Her place also has some issues. She doesn't really have a place to sit. And she also had issues getting in. And her host was kind of passive-aggressively weird with her. But she has an elevator. It's a really nice building. It's a really new building with an elevator, and there are like slippers, and, you know, the kitchen area I think is a little bit nicer than what I have here. She doesn't have all these signs all over the place. I mean, there are signs everywhere, you know, like no smoking, and it's like this ugly thing here for the garbage, you know, which would actually be a perfect thing for my clothes, but yeah. So I don't know if I want to go through the hassle of finding another place and moving and all that, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go down this stairway. I'll show you the stairs, and then walk to Matsuya and get breakfast. I might not be able to like talk inside because there might be people there. It's Saturday morning, it's early. I slept pretty well, but I'm up early. So I'm gonna go out, get breakfast, and then see if I can get some milk and make some coffee here. I bought some coffee yesterday. Rest a little bit, and then I'm meeting Diane. We're going to Ueno today. All right, ikimashou. Let's go down the stairs. So there are all these kind of signs. No shoes, no smoking. They do this a lot. No! Exclamation. Like, okay, we get it, you know? I don't know. I just feel like I'm being yelled at every time I come home. All right, let's go out this door. So here's the stairway. So imagine dragging a suitcase up 5 flights of this. And then when we get down here, somebody has been locking that bottom lock. I don't think it's supposed to be locked because I think I'm supposed to use my key somewhere. Oh, here. Here. So somebody locks that bottom lock. All right, here's my neighborhood. Typical Japanese neighborhood. Tokyo neighborhood. Narrow streets. A mix of old and new construction. Mastsuya is just right up here. I won't bore you with the walk. I'll meet you when we get there. So this was in my video from my flight when I first arrived. 7-Eleven, right here in the corner, just a block from my place. And then there's this little shopping area here. Ramen. Train station is right there. It's a little nippy this morning. There's an Italian restaurant. Let me check this out. Cicciobello. Set menu. It's all in katakana, but I might check it out. Here's the bus stop right here. It's where I catch the bus to go to Nakano or Shinjuku. A little sushi place here, sushi to go. It's cute. And I like this funky little archway, and has a little retro feel to it. There's Family Mart. So definitely lots of convenience stores. I haven't found a grocery store yet. Here's a Nepali Indian restaurant bar. And here's Matsuya right up here. I can smell a bakery. There's a kebab shop right there, and then the train station is just right up the street. So yesterday was cheeseburger don. Yesterday, I don't know if I did it right. I got my ticket, but I think I was supposed to give the ticket to the person. So they have this. I think this is a morning set menu from 5 to 11. A little beef bowl with egg, a hot dog, and a little beef bowl with a big bowl of miso soup. That's what I got yesterday. It was pretty good. I think I'm going to get that again today. I like Yayoiken better, but This will do in a pinch. It's close. So 700 yen, that's about $5 for breakfast. Healthy breakfast, not bad. Alright, so I'm not going to talk, but I'll just show you how I do it with the machine. I don't know why it's not in English. Nice. Gonna add a salad today. So weirdly, I got 2 tickets. I got one for my food and then one for the salad. I didn't realize that. And when I went to get my tea, somebody came and tapped me on the shoulder and gave it to me. And I wasn't sitting here yesterday, but this spot is good because you can see when your number comes up. So I just heard it. So it looks like you don't have to turn your number in. You just wait. My number was called. Alright, so here's my breakfast. So I got rice, seaweed, fish, some grated radish, miso soup, salad, beef, pickles, and then we have dressing here, soy sauce. Itadakimasu. Alright, well that was good. Matsuya. Matsuya. I have a hard time with names of things. This looks like it might be on Yoshinoya right here. But it's closed. Alright, so I'm just going to walk a little bit, explore this part of the neighborhood. I haven't seen this yet, to see what's down here. You want to take a look? It's a cute little restaurant. This looks like, well, looks like they have a bunch of stuff. So, cutlet, katsu, and fish, spaghetti, omelet, sashimi. There's another little place. This looks Chinese. It's pretty spicy. No English here, which I like. Just kind of tells me I'm in the right place. Yeah, I use Google Translate, my camera on my phone when I have to. Which way should I go? Let's go this way. my laundry. That's good to know. Another 7-Eleven. I've already passed one 7-Eleven, 2 Family Marts within like a 3-block walk here. It's pretty much a Family Mart, 7-Eleven, Lawson on every corner. All right, that kind of looks like it's the end of the shopping area. And then this looks pretty residential from here on out. So I'm going to make this video short. It really is going to be short. That's the end of it. So that was breakfast at Matsuya here in Nogata, Nakanoku, Tokyo, Japan. I found a Yayoiken. It's about a 21-minute walk from my place, so I might do that one of these days. Just take a walk there. I love Yayoiken. And then we'll see what I pass along the way. Still looking for a supermarket for whatever reason. I don't really need one. So I'm going to go back to Family Mart now, get some milk, go home, see if I can make coffee, and work on my video from last night. Last night, Diane and I went to an izakaya. It was pouring rain. So it's going to be a nice day today. Tomorrow it's going to be hot. All right, that's it for now. See you later. Jane, bye-bye. I'm back. I'm in Family Mart. Trying to figure out milk. Oh, here's milk, I think. Might be yogurt drink, so I have to check that, but look what I found. This is my favorite thing. It's a soft cheesecake. So, I'm being bad. I just had a healthy breakfast. Yeah, I don't know if this is milk. I think that's gyunyu. I think that's milk. Let me just make sure. Alright. So this is the official end of this video. I got my cheesecake. I got milk. I'm gonna go make a nice cup of coffee. Work on my video from last night. 2 women who were working in Matsuya were not Japanese. Couldn't really figure out they were wearing masks. Might have been like Turkey area or I don't know, it's hard to figure out. And then the guy who just served me in the Family Mart, South Asian, I spoke English to him. You know, all the years that I lived here, I never tried speaking English to people. I just kind of figured you don't do that. And maybe it was different back then. We have met more people who speak English, like the woman at the izakaya last night. But I noticed Diane just speaks to them in English. And people understand. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to use as much Japanese as I can. But he tried to give me chopsticks for this. I got a little wet wipe, which I don't need. I really don't need the extra trash because they're so anal about the trash in this building. More signs. And I could be thrown out of the building if I do my trash incorrectly. So I don't need more trash. Thank you. So he put some chopsticks down on the counter and this little wet wipe. And I said, no, I don't need that. So then he tried to give me a straw for my milk. I said, no, it's for my coffee. And then he asked me in English if I needed a receipt. And I said, no. All right, so that was my morning. It's very fresh. Cool, it feels like we just had a storm. Everything feels really clean. Probably be a good day to see Mount Fuji. I feel like I should tell Diane to change our plan. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.